Loud. What's going on? Oh, you've really mucked it up today, you have. What are you doing? Shooby dooby doo boo boo doo boo. This is crazy. Where's my clip gone? Where's my hair gone? Oh, I'll just leave it. I can't stand my hair down, it annoys me. Right. Dooby-doo. Good afternoon, if anybody's there. No, no one's there. Nobody's there, no. Right. I'm in a bit of a pickle. A pickle. I'm in a pickle. Ugh. I'm in a pickle. Alexa, play some calming meditation music, please. I'm stressed.
Here's a playlist you might like. Yoga Play on Amazon Music.
I'll have a bit of that. Alexa? Alexa? Level 1, please. Hello, Karen. Hello, Liz. Hello, Sharon. Hey, I'm dead stressed today, right, because I've just had a little bit of a meet. Well, quite a good meeting with Studio Light, and I'm just proper stress heading. So I'm looking at my old papers. Today's going to be very much use what you've got, and I'm sick. Hi Emma, hi Sylvia. Sharon, you'll know this, hundreds of papers that we've made and we never get to use them. Oh, we do use them, but we just have to make hundreds of them. So I've got tons here. Hello, Linda. And whilst I still love them, I love the light, the shade, and the matte shine on that. I really love it. And whilst I still love these, they're very I like that one actually. Well, what I'm going to do with them, all these jelly roll things that I've done, all these gel plate issue thingies, you know, I get really mad when I don't use them. So even the back of things are like that. If you just treat this as a plain piece of paper, you know, Bob's your uncle. That is a plain piece of paper. And then these little experiments, some of these might be a little bit hard to work on, but they're not going to be overly hard. You know, that's a nice page to start with, and this is probably easier. I've got my rice papers there, and I've got little works of doodads. So yeah, some colouring in. Oh, I don't think I'd work on that too much. I think I'd work each side of that. Hello, Audrey. Hi, Linda. You know, and that's, and these like need to be worked on and whatever. So that's my aim, and I've got the stuff that I started with last time. So this one's for Kim. I've got to post it. That little one, I just thought it was so cool what we did, and it was on the back of that, and it was a paper, and I just really like, there's the other one with the cut out circle, and it's very much a, oh, I'm calming already with this music, very much a sort of recycling jobby and stuff. But I just like the fact that I'm not leaving my stuff out, you know what I mean? I'm not just trying to remake every. It's like we go on the telly and everything, you've got to make, you know, you've got to think of new stuff, you've got to think of new techniques that people haven't used for ages, or things that you've come up with that you think you knew, and they're not new, they're just reinvented many of the times, because there's hardly anything new out there. You know, I did something on telly the other day, and it was a complete, because I'd made a right codswallop, and whenever I'm with the lovely Catherine, I always use the wrong side of my stamp. Now I'm using it all the time. So, you know, instead of that, hi Julie, hi Patricia, hi Sue, hi Linda again. Instead of that, what I'm doing is now stamping with the back and the front of the stamp, because I get an instant sort of halo. So yeah, and some of these are really, some are really dodgy, I know that, but why can't I use them? So, and I've got some really nice, like, little fun elements that I could use. And I'm going to choose something a little bit light today, because what I don't want to do is overpower my drawing on screen, because you won't see it. So we'll use this one, I think. It's not the best. I've used brushes on this. This is all going to go tits up on all that. All going to go off. Never mind. Right, so, ooh, what's that? So, I've got these. I've got some of my little bits and bobs I'm going to use. So, first of all, let's get what we want to use here. So I've not tested my camera this morning, which is unusual for me. I always test it, like to make sure what I'm doing is in the right space. So bear with me if you haven't. Good morning, Susan. Hello, Marie. Vicky, hello. Marie. Yeah, I can as well. Exactly. Exactly, you could do, Emma. Philippa, hello. So you've got all these excellent choices that you've got, and you think, well, what am I going to put on them? And I think very much when you look at a piece like this, you look at it at Rizwan, hello. You look at it in the its entirety, don't you? Rather than elements. But there are elements in it that you look past all that and you think, I really like that. I really do like that. Just like this one here. I keep looking at it. And this one could be a fantastic background. As it is. Like that. Oh, thank you, Linda. And I like that as a background. But that on that would really work, because they use the same colours, similar colours, you see. So using that on that or that on that would look really good. But you've just got to be, it's your work at the end of the day. It doesn't matter what you do with it, as long as you're happy with it. But, as long as you realise that you might, look at one thing and think it's absolutely rubbish, and then look at it again on a different colour and you think, I really like that. And I think, have all your stuff next to each other. Like, I really like this. I really like this background. It's really simple, really clean. Hello, Caroline. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Sylvia. Hey, we're having a chat later. Yes, get in. Get in. I've done all my accounts so I can have a chat with Caroline, my friend. Have a proper chat on screen. Can't wait. I'm so excited. Anyway. So I look at that and I look at that and I look at that, and I think this would be really good if I just had a plain circle in the middle, or I cut this up and put it on a plain background. I think that would look good, but I really do like that as that. I really like the idea of this maybe on that. Oriental poppy, absolutely. You see, you're all on for, aren't you? See here, and this is just a splitting of brush, so you can see many things. So if I was to just say, right, okay, let's do this bit and let's work into it, then the first thing we're going to do is always look past it. Let me get my scissors. Won't be a minute. Oh, I'm not using them then. They've got the good ones. They're the fabric ones. Get lost. I've used these bacon ones, I think they are. Right, okay. So let's look at this, because there's a little bit of interest in it. Oh, hello, Elaine. Right, so if you've got a guillotine, a chopper, a big chopper, use it. It's better if you use a big chopper, actually. Just going to cut it down because I like that bit there. Okay. Now I'm cutting it down because I wouldn't use all that. I won't use it like that, but I will use it like this. some of these scissors. Sometimes do this before, check the back first. Oh, I've done that so many times. Right, okay. Got that. I don't like it, it's not square. Some of these oh, shut. What's happening? Oh, it's it's glue. It's glue. Sorry, it's me with my glue. So right, I've got this and I've got this now. That really annoys me because it's out of kilter. So it really does bug me that. So I'm just going to get rid of these lines. Now there's a couple of things that we can do today. So I might, if I get time, I'll do two. But if not, if we don't do two today, what I'll do is I'll do another one, maybe Friday. Oh, it's Venomous Friday, isn't it? Whatever it's called. Crazy Friday. Maybe not. So I'm looking at this now. And I'm already really interested in the shapes that I see. And on that background, it's powerful now, isn't it? And yet, put it back in here. Right, like that. You're seeing all that, aren't you? All of it. But now, you're just seeing that wonky. It's driving me nutty, that. Right. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. I like the way, and remember when I was saying about when you're doing a project, there's a way of looking at it. So there's me square, and it's the golden section. So it's a third and a third, and I know it's not a third, but it's a third. So anywhere where it crosses is a good placement. So if you look, I sort of do it naturally now, but it's sort of in this quadrant here. Take a little bit off. If it's there, it's in this quadrant there. Do you get me? So, hopefully. So I'm looking at this now, and I'm just seeing petals. I hope are you? Hello, Denise! Okay, so we could make this the whole element of the picture. Or we can add to it and make this the picture. Two things. So let's do first thing, and then I'll go on to do the second thing. So the first thing I'm looking at is I'm looking at this in a very flowing way. So I can see a pattern there. Now what you might do is not see all the pattern, okay, because you're not seeing the camera, I'm seeing it. Well, there's little elements that perhaps you want to. Now what I don't want to do is do quite angular doodads. What I want it to be is soft, because this is quite spiky, that's quite spiky. I don't want it all to be spiky. So I'm just going to look, and you can just see, hopefully, that. Now bear in mind, when you've got this idea of the golden sections and third and third and thirds, bear in mind that you don't have to plonk the image on there. So if I say that that's how it's going to be, and I'll draw another box and show you. So I've got my flower, and it's in the thirds, which is there or there. I don't want my flower to have to fit in the corner there like a fried egg. I don't want that. What I want is, I want it to be like that. Okay? So I want the lines to extend past it. Now if that means you've got to put it on another piece of paper, do it. Hi Dawn! We've got that now. Quite a few Lindas. So I am not trying to fit my image on here. I am trying to just have this as a picture, and look, if I put my flower on there now, it would go like that. Do you get me? So my flower extends past it. So now what I'm looking at is I've got a little part that comes in here, one there. Sometimes you might have to invent to just change that up again. I've got one going in there. I can see this sort of coming round here, and this could be the centre of your flower, and one there. So now I've got this flower. Now this is so simple to do, it really is. That's why I'm not going to spend a long time on this. I haven't got all my pens with me because a lot of them are outside in the car. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw this in. I'm drawing on and off the papers, so I'm not trying to fit it on. See it? So now what you can do is I've got another one there, and I'm just putting in some more layers so that you're not just confining it to this area. So here I've got these little petals now I'm going to put in. Now that was one, but I think I quite like that shape. Now that is another petal, because hi Glynis, hi Sarah. So here is, because it's blue and I can't really tie it in with what I've got, I'll use that as another petal overlapping. So you've got another idea, haven't you? Yet another idea. So you've got the idea of your now overlapping things. Now if I wanted to, I can chop that down again. I've got no preference to what it is at the moment. I just know that I'm abstracting or subtracting, like taking away an element from it. So abstraction to me is like seeing this and taking an element, bringing an element forward, bringing something out of it. And like abstracting it is like taking that one element and making each time, to me, I'm not saying it is for everybody because it's not, but each time you're taking an element and making it bigger, taking an element bigger. So each time there is a different focus, and it becomes like a microscopic image of like lots and lots of different. So I could have that in the middle. Let's put it back where it was. Right. Can you see? So I can put that back in and draw the bigger version and then chop that up. So you've got lots of choices, but you can see how looking at it as a whole you don't get that image, but looking at it as that is far more interesting. Well, I think so. And the thing that you can do is introduce a simple line to this. So the first thing I'm going to do is where the lines are, dots, just dots. I'm not interested in trying to make them really neat and tidy. I'm just doing dots. Okay, yeah, we did where you blow things up last year. We did, Karen. Yeah, we took elements, we blew them up out of them, and it's the same thing. It's just the same thing. It's just looking at the wonderful colours and things you've got, and patterns that you've got in your own work, and then using it. Use your imagination. Use ideas that you can see at the beginning, because be honest with you, that's really important, because those ideas that you've got, the gut instincts of what it looks like, are normally the right ones. So this is really simple abstraction, and I love doing this, and a lot of my stamps are based on subtraction or abstraction of. I don't want to have to sort of do a real life drawing or something that looks photorealistic, but I want it to have an element of the feel of the original. So what I mean is, I want it to have a floral feel, but what I don't want is people to have to say, that doesn't look like a rose. Well, it isn't a rose. I want people to say, well, that reminds me of a flower. Exactly, it reminds you of a flower. Oh, hello, Carol. Woohoo! So, I've done a little bit more depth. Can you see how the dots have now brought the colours together? I mean, this is interrupting, but if you sort of let it interrupt, ignore it, we're concentrating on this, there's nothing wrong with it. Then you could put like added details on this to make it look like another leaf, so it doesn't have any impact on the ones you're doing. And then a little bit of this here. I'm using a writing pen because my drawing pens are away. So there we go. So we've got this here. Now I'm going to draw into the middle. So the middle has got lots of different colours, and can you see? That's just a brush out where it has sort of disintegrated or spread. And I am just going to now, with this pen, make real details out of them. Because when you look at the inside of a flower, each one is very unique. See it? Okay, so good. Another one here. Now, if you've got your wonderful gel markers and pens and jelly rolls, get in with that. Can you see how it's really coming alive? And it's almost, it's so cathartic. So cathartic. The fact that because I'm using my imagination, I'm looking for images. I'm really allowing my brain and my imagination and my mind to have a bit of a vacation. Because what I'm doing is I'm allowing this to be my main focus, and it really doesn't matter what you draw. So I'm going out of focus again. Sorry, the autofocus is on, and the problem with that is, see it now? I'll just keep bringing it down. It's because I'm bringing it up and down, and it's trying to focus on my pen, so I'll get away. It's because normally I turn my autofocus off, and I haven't been able to do that because I've just finished the meeting, so it's my fault, sorry. So here, I'll keep the pen down. Yeah, it's not freezing here. Sometimes if it freezes, what you're better off doing is going out and coming back in. So as you can see, I'm building up a little bit of colour here, depth, by adding more dots. Just get into the feel of it. Really, just enjoy it. It's like you're looking at it and it's going dark and light, and that's what you want. I could put this light on, but that sometimes causes even more problems. Let me know if that's any better, because it starts to focus on the light. Just let me know anyway. So it's rubbish here. So, I have to do things a lot slower when I've got the autofocus on. So I've got this. I really like that actually. I think it's a beautiful sort of way of bringing something out of your work that you didn't necessarily. It's almost like you see a piece of sculpture growing out of the front of a piece of rock, and you're just like, where's that come from? It was like it was living inside it, and it was emerging, and I almost see this like this. So I'm just going to do this little edge here. Just going to put my hand there. So what actually is happening is it's almost growing out of your page. Emerging from your page. Just love that idea. It's like emerging from a piece of rock or a piece of paper, you know, something that's so flat, and something emerges from it and you're like, what? Where did that come from? So to compensate and to make sure that a balance is happening, I'm just going to do a little bit more there. Oh, she's throwing a wobbler. Right, so I've got that there. I'm quite happy with that. If I had my gold and silver pens and all that jazz, oh, don't start that. You could go in with some pens, right? But I'm just going to show you a little trick. That means I've got to get up again. I'm back, right. I could say that's finished now, and I've got some pens, look. Got some pens here, these are my other ones, so you could use your jelly rolls or your white pen. I'll just try a little one. Oh no, I don't want that. Bit of orange. I've got an orange pen, okay. Don't know why this works, but what? Try another one. Yes. So here, I'm just using a very bright orange pen, and these were cheap because nobody wanted the colours. Do you get me? They're those colours no one wants. But a little bit on there just brings it alive, just a little bit. And I'll put a bit, and I'll bring this back down now so it focuses. And if you've seen any of my shows on TV, you'll see that when I'm colouring or shading, it's the light against the dark that really makes things pop out. So I'll just bring it up again. Can you see? And if you don't like dots, just run it over with your finger and do that. So I've got that there, okay. Come on, you big bum. Right, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'm doing. There's a reason. It's not doing it right yet, but never mind. You'll get the idea. It's got a stupid thing. Come on. People are getting bored looking at my elbow. Come on, come on. There you go. So, all I've done, I'll just put it in a frame. It's going to drop now, but it doesn't matter. But that's just in a frame now, because I'm going to have to bring it down. So putting it in a frame completely. You've got your picture. You've got your picture. So, yeah, it's very easy to do. It's fun to do, interesting to do. Now we'll do something slightly different. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. Bit of abstract art. We're going to use the same piece of paper. We did a little one. You know, we've got the brown that we've got. So maybe we use the offcut of the brown, right? So we'll use this bit here and this bit. So I'm just going to chop this off. So, we've got the 3 pieces that we used. So we've got these pieces, okay? So we're looking at a frame format of, let's say it's all going to be in this one. So I'm looking for a bit of paper that's cleaner than that. I'll use the back of this. Okay. So we're looking at a frame area of about that big, right? So if I do 3, be able to see. So it's handy to always have something that's a little bit bigger than what you're doing. Like that. A little bit bigger. So you know that is going to come underneath your frame totally. You know, you need that. So we've got these pieces of card that we've cut off. Okay, well I cut off, and these were from the waste. So let's look at them. This is a crap. Right, what we could do, put those 3 together. It's some sort of collagey thing like that, create our own frame. But I think we should draw something quite simple on them. And I think we could do this so that each picture has a different placement. So if we think that maybe one down here, the next picture maybe up there, the next picture there, and it's going again. So let's go. Let's have a look at what we can do. So just put that on there. I'm really happy with that. So I'm just going to use some simple, now we've done these drawings before, so it's nothing new, but I'm just going to do some of my doodles that I've done, the moodles, okay? So I'm just going to use this as a frame. So I'm just going to line it up. It's sort of off centre, it's not in the middle. So I've done my line that's actually bisecting it, okay? So I'm going to run another line next to it. So I don't want it to run. Now what you can do is go straight off. There we go. So it's inside the frame. Yeah, cool. And what we can do now is just put that back and add any details that we want. So we'll just do one detail. Okay, so we've done this wiggly line through it. What I'm going to do is just clean this line up a little bit now with a pen. So there we go. I like that better. It's got a better flow. So it's got a better flow now. It's a wiggly line, that's all it is. So now I'm going to put some on this and just to do some moodles on it now. I'm just putting a simple line on it. Like that. So each one's got another I've just put dots on there, you don't have to do that at all. So I've just put some dots on there, I'll bring it up. So and you're using this piece of paper just as a plain piece of paper. It's just the background, it just happens that you've stuck it on. Okay, just like that. Now you could, if you wanted to, put another little piece in there and just have that sort of coming into it, but I quite like just one. And then you just doing like a crazy hat thing. It's not a hat, so that's a lie. It's more like a little tendril. Like that. And then you could add some colour. But if I just take that away for a minute, it's a bit weird, doesn't it? Put that in there. How nice does that look? You can't really see patterns. I'll bring it up to you. Bring the patterns up to you, you'll get to see the patterns. Yeah, great Christmas presents, Philippa. So you've got that, you know, come down, come down, come down. Come on, there we go. So we've got this here, which is this real simple, like, and you don't have to have a square. It could be any colour that they've got. It could be a colour that in the living room of a person that you're giving it to, or all that. It could be anything. Let's try another one. So what you could do is with a stamp on it and do it rest, or you could just do something like a very simple. I think there was a shape that I loved. I can't remember where my shape is. It's in my book somewhere. Yeah, a real simple. So let's do something a little bit bigger. Again, as long as you know where you're going within your lines, and you think, right, okay. Now I've got an idea in my head straight away with this. That looks to me, let me bring it up. That looks to me like dandelion. Flowy things. Alexa, stop. I don't want to get not trademark, done. So I've put that there and I'm going to have it over here. Okay? There's a reason I'm going to have it over there and I'll show you why. Place yourself a circle in it, in the middle, more or less. Okay? So you could have it up there. Yep. Now, if I have it in there, I don't like that, so I'm going to change it slightly just to show you what I mean. So if I have that sort of shape there, and then I'm going to draw another shape around it. Okay, do you get me? Right, now what I could do, bring that back in, set that up there, and when I draw my you see, I bring the down, sit, you will see you need a white pen for this, which I haven't got, of course, or a gold one or a brown pen. Like that. So like that. So I have got a dandelion. This is so rubbish at the moment, but do you know what I mean? You've got a dandelion that you're enclosing in there, and you would sort of put in more, you know, obviously you'd concentrate on lots of like little dots here that look like little bits disappearing. I'll bring it up a bit close. It really is rough, this, I know, but you get the idea of there you go. So but what you do need to do, and this this pen, I'm not too sure about how fast it dries because it's a writing pen, not a drawing pen, and although I do draw with them, that's not the point. The point is they dry at different rates to my Secura pens. I just have to be a bit careful, and then just You know, you've got all sorts of detail you could add to it. But you get the idea, don't you, how easy it is of adding a piece of paper to it. Or if you don't like a certain part, don't like that, add that to there. Say you wanted this down here. And just draw another part into it. So what I've done here is I've just taken and extended it further by extended the drawing that way, brought that in and add it that way. I actually quite like it higher now, so what I've done is take that off, put that back in. I've got loads of files here so it keeps moving. Drop that down. There we go, I like that better. And I just have maybe that in the corner just to get there. So now if I was to put that in a frame, finish the circles off, I've now got a really nice couple of pieces of work from pieces of paper that, there we go, first one. Get rid of that. There's the first one I did. Then this one. Like that, with maybe even a different colour, I don't know, whatever you want, a bit of colour. It's got whatever colour's in that, you could bring that into it now. I'll extend it further, have that right down there. I just think, you know, as long as you know where your frame's going to be, what you want your pictures to be, see that's better already. Dead easy to do, really easy to do. Really simple ideas that anybody can do. Use your pens, get your pens out. I mean, it'd be nice with a bit of orange in here. Problem with brushos is brushos just consume all colour, but you'll be able to see it a little bit better now. Consume all colour, so brusho just gets encompassed with them, but you can see it's come really dark here. Hope you can see it's really, you know, and that could be a bit of emulsion that you've got from your living room, your bedroom, whatever the thing is that you're using. Slap it on that, cut the page up and have it as sections in your living room. All you've got to do is bang on a piece of the colour, pretend it's in the background, draw over it, you're done. Absolutely done. You don't need to do anything else. It's just really simple. And if I get rid of those lines, it probably would look even better. But this is the best tip I could give people, is that before you do it, know where your drawing is. And then what happens is you can just work to the area or work beyond it. That's better now. There we go. Thank you very much, everybody. So, wow, done quite a bit in an hour, haven't I? Wow. Lummy neck. So yeah, get your bits and bobs, cut them out like we did today. Get your first flower that I'll show you that we made. Don't forget that one, we did that one as well. So let's have a quick look in. Let's get the first one. So this is the first one, and I'll do it on plain paper so you can see. I'll just keep it in the background about like that so you get to see it. My camera will be going bananas now, but doesn't matter which way, you get the idea. So that's the first one in the frame that we did, and I didn't even cut that to the right, so you could, you know, cut it to any size you want. Thank you, Sharon. Right, so that's the first one with the flower technique. Let's go to the second one, which was with the offcut of that to there. Second technique. I love the shadow on it, actually. It creates a lovely atmosphere, you know. Spiky flower to the third technique, which is same thing, but the adding that frame and that back, adding that frame to something. So in 1 hour, and I'll be honest with you, I will be honest with you, need a bit of work on them, I know, absolutely know that. But in 1 hour, we've got 3 pieces of work that most people would be happy to put on the wall, you know, and it's all from this bit of paper here. So if you think about all the wonderful papers you've got, that's just that bit there. Still got loads of it left. So you could make even more. And don't forget though, you could extend, if you wish, that outside the frame. Just there. So this bit is outside the frame, not just in the mount, but out the mount. Did you get me? Anyway, I love you. I'll leave you there. We've had an hour. I hope you've enjoyed that. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you've enjoyed it. I'm going to do now, I think it will be Black Friday. Everyone's shopping, aren't they? So I'm not even going to try Friday. So maybe Sunday. I think I'll do Sunday if there's no match. Yeah, I'll do Sunday at noon. And I'll put an event out for everybody to meet up. And yeah, hopefully watch this space. There's some new stuff coming out. But yeah, thanks for your time. And I will be online. I'm not in my room because I've got tons to do, I'm sorry, but I'll be online and I'll be able to see all the work that you do. Thanks everybody, and I will say bye. Look how dark it is. Ooh.